Nice and spiky! I must leave no stone unturned. Yep. Ha! Get him! Gooba, get them! Yeah! Yeah! Windblade! Ha! No one escapes my sights! Leave it all to me. Time to clean up. Huh? Yeah. Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this! Yeah. Be gone! Get him! Windblade! Nice and spicy! I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned. Hey! Get him! Let it rain! Gooba, get them! Go, go! Ow! Steady as stone. Nice and spicy. Get him. You're toast. Prepare to be blown away. No one escapes my sight. Leave it all to me. I'll catch up. Out of the frying pan, into the... Windblade! Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would. Nice and spiky. Let it rain. Ha! Yeah! Be gone! Yeah! Ha! Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Blade. Get him! Boba, get them! Ha! I must leave no stone unturned. Go, go! Out of the frying pan! Prepare to be blown away! Hey-ya! Nice and spicy! No escape! Out of the frying pan! Ha! Get him! Let it rain! Leave it all to me. Go, go, Barret! Out of the frying pan! Blade. Steady as stone, as a good knight should. No, Boba, get them! Eat this! Prepare to be blown away! Blade. Let it rain. I must leave no stone unturned. Get him! got me.
I'm so sleepy.
Are you here to play? Let me amuse myself a little. The more, the merrier. Boof! Over here! Blink! Go, go, Baron! Let me amuse myself a little. Windblade! Blink! The more, the merrier. Oh, now you've got me worked up. The citizens shine no longer.
Is this an answer from this world?
Steady as stone. Windblade! Hip.
Ready when you are.
Windblade! No one escapes my sight! Windblade! Leave it all to me. A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. I'll take care of it. This is destiny. I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. Catch up. Huh. 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 Let's dance. Yeah. Huh. Hi. Steady as stone. Huh. Yeah. As a dutiful maid would. Windblade! Oh. Prepare to be blown away! Windblade! I'll protect us. Huh. Ready, steady, go! Delve into death. Leave it all to me. I must... Windblade! Let the show begin. Shadows of fate, written in the stars. Odious fate. Steady as stone. Leave it all to me. Windblade, let's dance. Let me scry. I must... the show begin. Windblade! I'll protect us. I feel a little weak. Prepare to be blown away! Windblade! Time to clean up. Steady as stone. Leave it all to me. Be gone! Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate. Windblade! as stone. Let the show begin. Windblade. Prepare to be blown away! Let's dance! I must leave no stone unturned. Windblade! As a dutiful maid would. Fate is upon you. Windblade. Prepare to be blown away. I'll protect us. Delve into destiny. Steady as stone. Let the show begin. Oh, oh. Be gone! Windblade! Leave it all to me. I'll catch up. I'll protect us. Prepare to be blown away! Come on, we can do it! Let the show begin. Hi. I must leave no stone unturned. Windblade! I can't stop now. They need me. Leave it all to me. Written in the stars, shadows of fate. I must leave no stone unturned. As a good knight should. Windblade! Prepare to be blown away! Let's dance! Steady as stone. me scry.
Let the show begin.
Hi. Hi. Windblade. I must leave no stone unturned.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us. Go, Barber, go!
Leave it all to me.
Prepare to be blown away!
Go, Barber, go!
Windblade. Decided by destiny. Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone.
Let's dance.
Hi. Oh. Hi. Oh.
Sister.
Delves into I'll protect us. Huh? Hi? Huh. As a dutiful maid would.
Prepare to be blown away! Windblade!
Hi? Yeah. I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned. Huh. Huh, huh. Someone needs assistance. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Hi. Let's dance. Oh. Huh. Hi.
Windblade! Be gone!
Leave it all to me. I'll protect us. Huh. Huh. Hi. Fate is upon you. I must leave no stone unturned. Huh.
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
Hi. Steady as stone.
ready.
This will be interesting.
Look! There are a ton of Fatilian Palais Mermonia people over there! Are you two the Traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nerp, though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishment.
I've already prepared seats for you.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I. I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued against ordinary people. My colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined. Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because...
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well?
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confident—
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the court—
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness.
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say—
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few— The prophecies hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster, but you— It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures!
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How—
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me! Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can—
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will all—
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts—
and—
Oh, that look in your eye.
The emergency response plan.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The oratories?
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely— But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly— Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina?
Yeah, yes, that's exactly—
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you— Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? You too, but—
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer. Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank—
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss— It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care—
Very well, we'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Paimon's coming too.
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined. Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth, as their father. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal... I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get...
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against...
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all... Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart...
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver plate. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment... It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydrognosis is... In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine. So perhaps she's not bait after all. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect, even Furina. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively...
Yes, Father.
My dear children...
News from the Fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Eudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, the initiative belongs to the House of the Heart. You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even for
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Furina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Furina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate. So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Furina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motive. Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Furina?
Neuvillette! Neuvillette, are you listening?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authority.
There are 7 elemental Archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meropide? Paimon is a little worried. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Add Astro. Thank you for complete.
Traveler! Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt? We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervulette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Wolsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
What's the hurry?
Now guess, what suit will this next card?
A bare teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely.
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the
You meant father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which...
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometime.
Got it.
That does sound like something that father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another...
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
What's the hurry?
What's the hurry?
You guys are back?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me.
We're sorry, but we...
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you.
Hey, it wasn't just me.
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Although, whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there?
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Courier, Miss Sijwin told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was...
That's no excuse for... Huh? It's you two.
Courier, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the...
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't...
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for...
Oh, yeah? Then why are you also here so...
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing.
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Eudex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of... He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sijwin's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sijwin.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Those are...
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sijwin worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some...
Are these from Sijwin too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same. Sure feels that way. But the truth is, we never did anything bad to begin with, so I'm not sure why we put so much pressure on ourselves. Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true! Alright, it's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool? You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here? Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safe now, right? Alright then, good night to you, traveler.
Come on. Let's get moving. We're not frozen.
didn't know you were such a slack.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede!
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and... Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just...
Let's go ask the Duke!
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah! What was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh. You've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back at... by the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Aha, yes.
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right! Today is our last day in prison! But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now! Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. We should probably go report to him now. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meropide, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it—
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophe. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I've—
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
left here, right? We need to make sure she's still... We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look! There's someone on the roof over there!
Just stay put! We're coming up! Watch your balance!
All right! Just hurry! I'm not young anymore. How will I...
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! How could this have happened?
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
It's Navia! She's over there! Hey, Navia! Are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so...
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly...
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, the rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people, everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water, didn't have a chance to escape. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from the Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, no one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents.
How awful.
And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how...
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And out she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue... Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson...
Right. That's how things are now. The living...
Navia? Navia, what...
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa.
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not?
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your...
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions.
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I've promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, Malus and Silver have helped me so. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of a... Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing.
Oh,
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have... As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of.
Thank you.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently.
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even... Thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete...
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely... My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supply.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecy...
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still... By the way, traveler, Paimon... One more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This is...
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and... Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from... During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so my people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind...
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. All right, the ruins are to the south of Poisson.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
What's the hurry? Cool it!
Windblade! I must leave no stone unturned. Go, go, Baron! Leave it all to me. I missed as a good knight should.
Don't get frostbite.
I must leave no stone unturned. Leave it all to me. Go, go, Baron! Windblade! Get him!
Freeze!
Prepare to be blown away! Go, go, Baron!
Dodge this!
Steady as stone.
unturned.
No one escapes my sight! Windblade!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it!
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa.
They seem to be pretty ancient.
Let's go.
Just be careful.
Dodge this!
Go, Barret!
Time to clean up.
Windblade! Let it rain!
Cool it!
Leave it all to me.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Get him! Prepare to be blown away!
I must leave no stone unturned. Someone...
Go, Bip!
Keyblade!
Dada Kondala.
The floor here isn't safe! This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay. Don't get Paimon wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with us for... Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
There's something wrong with this bridge! Run for it!
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself,
Oh, was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap. This is a familiar feeling.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that they were knocking at my door day and night.
Sometimes force is required to...
That's right.
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're very good. I don't know what we would have done without your help. So this is...
Did you cultivate them yourself?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants.
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off here. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not
That's right.
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to.
Huh? We do?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the opera house?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
Look, it's Navia! She's here!
And her two attendants are with her! Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly... except Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and...
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have any idea what they're doing?
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late man. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in...
Wait a moment.
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be...
Oh, well, if that's...
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's good...
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely... Please do not mistake her actions as...
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must Everything is measured here and now. I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are mere... Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become...
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. And that is how we will enforce justice.
My head... It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is... I remember now.
Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority. Don't let them escape!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia, she...
Silence!
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations... The court will adjourn for the rest of the day.
Our thanks, Monsieur
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus... Silver...
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Hey! Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second. But were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
Please come with me.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps...
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Merop...
No way! Don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that...
Oh, and the Duke also says hi! Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then. So, Neverlet. This isn't going anywhere.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the...
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruin...
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then! Windblade!
Oh, so sorry.
Prepare to be blown away!
Dodge this!
As a good knight should. I must leave no stone unturned.
Windblade! Get him! No escape!
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Dada Kundala.
Oh no! Another unstable path! Watch your step! Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone.
Prepare to be blown away! Let it rain!
Cool it!
Windblade!
I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Go, go, Baron!
What's the hurt? Oh, so sorry.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Yeah.
Steady as stone.
Get him! Windblade!
As a dutiful maid would. I am a disgrace to the knights.
Tired!
Don't push your luck. This doesn't look...
Go, go, Baron!
Yeah.
Dodge this!
Leave it all to me. I'll catch up.
Windblade!
It was my honor to serve you. You got me.
Push your luck. That was...
Yeah.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Ha! Get him! I'll race you there!
Leave it all to me.
Go!
I'm tired.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
You're getting on my nerves.
I am a disgrace to the I must leave no stone
Yeah. You can. Yeah. Sada.
steady as stone.
Windblade!
Freeze!
Yeah.
Leave it all to me.
Get him! Ouch! Meanie!
I must leave no stone. Leave it all to me.
Go, Baron Bunny! I'll race you there!
You got me.
Windblade! Be gone!
This is not the end.
Ugh, I'm getting tired of this game.
Yeah.
This doesn't look good.
But they still need me.
Yeah. You can.
Steady as stone.
Yeah.
to me. Go, Baron Bunny!
Dodge this!
Windblade!
Get him!
Freeze!
Bet you can't keep up with me! Windblade! Prepare to be blown away! Go!
What's the... Don't push your luck.
Steady as stone. Leave it all to me.
Windblade!
Cool it!
No one escapes my sights! Get him!
I must leave no stone unturned. Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone.
Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
Windblade!
Dodge this!
As a good knight should. I'll catch up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Get him!
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Let it rain!
Leave it all to me.
Go, Baron Bunny!
Cool it!
Ugh. days to the nights.
What's the hurry? Come on, let's get... Not frozen. In place, after all.